Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. One of the things that I wanted to do today was sit down and give you guys a bit of a look at all of the rates for different elixirs in Black Ops 4 Zombies. I wanted to basically get a whole load of Nebulium Plasma, track every single elixir and talisman that I got from opening all of it, and then basically let you guys know the statistics. And that way you would know which spin you should be doing in your games in order to be getting the most kind of value for your money. However, I came across a problem that I think's really just terrible. I honestly think that this is absolutely awful. And yes, I work with Activision on a regular basis. I go to review events, I go to capture events, I promote the game by posting videos on it. I am definitely someone who has a relationship with Activision, so I want to disclose that now. But I also want to say to Activision, this is just awful. What are you doing? Okay, let me explain. If you burn through all your Nebulium Plasma in Black Ops 4, you get to a screen that says, okay, you've run out, do you want to buy some more? You can do so via COD points. That's fine, nothing new, we saw that with Black Ops 3, not a really big deal. But then, you look at what it says on the next screen and it's like, okay, 75 plasma, which is a single spin to guarantee yourself a talisman, and it's not guaranteed a certain rarity, it's just a talisman guaranteed. A single spin is 500 COD points. 500 COD points. Now, in the UK, 500 COD points costs £4.29, which in the US is about $5.60 for one spin, for one talisman. So you're telling me that for £4.29, I could end up with gain an extra acid bomb charge as a talisman. Amazing. And on top of that, from the statistics that I've just recorded from the openings that I've done, yes, you're guaranteed more rare elixirs, but a third of the elixirs that you get are still going to be commons. So you're going to probably end up with a common elixir, a random talisman, and then most likely a rare elixir and a legendary elixir. But still, taking what rarity they are out of the equation here, because really it doesn't affect the argument in the slightest, £4.29 for one spin? What? For context, during Black Ops 3, Treyarch ended up releasing individual standalone zombies maps, not part of the main DLCs, because main DLCs is like, what, it's like $15 or something per DLC, something like that, right? They ended up releasing just the zombies maps as their own standalone parts without the MP for like $8 each. So you could buy Der Eisendrache for $8. You're now spending nearly $8 on a single spin in this game? What? Hello? Now granted, if you spend like £35, so like $40+ on COD points, you get more value for money. So this ratio changes as you spend even more money. But the majority of people do not have the amount of money you need to buy the game in the first place to spend again on COD points to get like 10 elixir spins. Like, oh my goodness me, it's the stupidest thing in the world. I was talking to Lex last night, and he was like, yeah, so I ended up spending like $200 in Black Ops 4, and I don't even have all the elixirs yet. I don't even have all the elixirs, and I definitely don't have all the talismans. And it's just like, Treyarch, what is this product that Activision, what is this product you've released? What is going on here? From the constant and unending blue screens that I'll be talking about in another video, because that's just awful. Like, this is an unfinished product, but on top of that, the prices are this stupid? I can't believe it. And again, it's difficult right now for me to know what to do in this kind of situation, because on the one hand, I absolutely have a relationship with Activision that I want to maintain. My business revolves around making YouTube videos, and I like posting videos about Call of Duty. And it would be a shame to have to sort of say to Activision, hey, you've done an awful job here. But Activision, you're out of your minds. You're actually out of your minds. This is just not okay. These prices are absolutely ridiculous. And so the only thing that I can assume that they must be thinking here is that we should basically never be using that microtransaction system. Like, we should just avoid it. And if that's what their thinking is, then fine. Fair enough. If they just don't want us to ever use it, that's completely fine by me. In fact, during Black Ops 3 even, I didn't even really use any gobblegum. I definitely didn't buy any gobblegum until like Gorod Crovy, and I only bought the Gobblegum then because I needed them for Easter eggs for charity, the massive charity drive that we did that ended up raising like $100,000. So trust me, I am not one of these guys that sits here and spends thousands and thousands of dollars on COD points, although I don't think there's a problem with that, but I just want to clarify, that's not me. I'm someone that definitely does not play the game in that way. I'm much closer, I think, to the perspective of you guys that's coming from a position of like, well, I don't really want to spend 35 quid, 50 quid, 100 quid, 200 quid, and not even end up with all the elixirs or talismans in the game for a single use. Like, I just don't really want to do that. And the prices here are just astronomical. I don't care if you're a YouTuber, I don't care if you're a Twitch streamer, I don't care if you're a content creator, I don't care if you're a 4-year-old kid that happens to have got a PS4 somehow. I don't care. All I'm trying to get at here is the fact that these prices are just ridiculous. It's just a joke. And on top of that, the fact that in this game, things like Alchemical Antithesis is no longer a free Gobblegum. In Plain Sight, no longer a free Gobblegum. Classic Elixirs, 20-minute cooldown. There is a 20-minute cooldown on Classic Elixirs, and with Time Slip it goes down to like 18 minutes. What? It's so dumb. It's ridiculous. It means that if you are playing this game the way that I'm playing this game right now, and that's that you're just using the free stuff, you are so disadvantaged compared to a player that's going to spend $300 in the game, get some elixirs for themselves, hell, $3,000 at this point if you want an actual stock of the damn things, but you're going to spend all this money in the game and get a stock of these elixirs because the commons and the rares and the epics and the legendaries, their cooldown is basically instant. In fact, I think it might actually be instant right now. So that's 18 minutes if you're using a perk as well, compared to nothing. Huh? It's ridiculous. I just think it's so dumb. And I don't know how there hasn't been more noise made about this yet. I mean, maybe I'm going to get a response to this video and everyone's going to be like, wow, you're just moaning. And I mean, if that's the way people feel, then like, fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion, right? My opinion though, is that this is awful, and I'm just surprised that Activision's getting away with it. Like, this is a complete ripoff. It's ridiculous. You could literally use those 3 elixirs and your talisman in one game, right? So you bought Black Ops 4 for probably like 60 bucks, right? 50 quid, something like that. You actually probably ended up paying more because you probably got the Black Ops Pass and might have got like a digital deluxe edition or something like that, right? So you've paid probably between 50 and 100 quid for this game, like $60 to $120, right? And you're gonna now go into a zombies game, and the only way you can legitimately stay competitive, because they're marketing zombies as a competitive game this year, like they're all about those high rounds, they're all about that grinding for speedruns and leaderboards and all that sort of thing, they're loving that. I mean, that's why they're meant to be bringing in the Black Ops Authenticity stamp system and all that stuff. They're loving all the high rounds and the competitive, but to stay competitive, you need Alchemical Antithesis. You need that Gobblegum, or Elixir rather. Certainly on certain maps for certain strategies. And as such, you're going to need to absolutely rinse your bank account beyond the $120 you've already spent to spend another $500 just to stay competitive. It's a joke. It's actually a complete and utter joke. It wouldn't be so bad if you actually earned these things pretty quickly in your games, but I've played a lot of zombies since launch, and I've got, I've been able to spin like 15 times or something like that. Well, okay, I had 1,500 plasma, and some of that was from buying like the digital deluxe edition or something, and then some of it was a glitch where I got too many on one of the days for some reason. There was just like a bug for like 10 minutes where you could get loads of plasma by accident, so half of it wasn't even meant to be there. So realistically, from the plasma I've earned, I've probably played about 3 days of this game so far or something. Like, I've played a lot of it since launch because we've been grinding Easter egg hunts and all that sort of thing. I probably got about 10 Palladium spins in the factory. Yeah, it's terrible. I honestly think that this is one of the worst parts of this game right now. The fact that they took a system in Black Ops 3 that I did not think was perfect. I think it could have done with a lot of improvement, that Gobblegum system, and they've basically changed around the way everything works, made it so that your cooldowns are completely stacked in favor of paying. It's very much pay to win there. They've also taken out some of the most useful classic free Gobblegums, so it's pay to win there as well. and then when you're paying to win, you're being extorted for it. Come on, man. Like, Activision, it's not hard to just make it cheaper. Like, it really would not be hard. I mean, I'm not even gonna go into the fact that you have to spend, what, like, over $200 to max out the Battle Pass in Blackout and multiplayer and all that, like, side of things? Over $200? Hello? Or it's gonna take you, like, 500 million years to grind through the Battle Pass? You can hardly even physically do that in the time where it's actually active? Like, just what is going on with this game, man? Activision have such a good core product here. Treyarch have such a good core game. And I just feel like it's being squandered on crap like this. It's such a shame, man. So, I'm gonna post this video now and then probably get my absolute head bitten off by someone at Activision telling me that this is the worst video I've ever made. But I had to start a discussion about it because I haven't seen a single other person talk about this yet. Like, I have not seen a single video from any Zombies community member saying that this is an issue. And so, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I wanted to at least start people talking about it, because I think that having to spend $5.60 on one spin, you can use that in one game. Your game could be an hour long. You're going to be paying $5.60 an hour to play Black Ops 4? What? What is that? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please. Because amongst this, and then amongst all the ridiculous bugs, I had a bug yesterday where none of the attachments were working on my gun. Then I had another bug where I couldn't get max ammos in my game. Literally, I would get max ammo, would give me no ammo in my gun. So I just had empty guns the entire game, had to quit. Would have lost the talisman for it if I had a talisman in my game. That would have been a yikes. Good thing I'm not using any of those because they're so expensive. Had another bug where I blue screened actually in just the menus, then blue screened again when I was in theater, then blue screened again when I was around like 33 or something, trying to do the shield upgrade. And the game's been out for 3 weeks, and it's still this bad. Hello, Treyarch. Are you there? Hello, just... I don't get it, man. I don't understand. I don't understand. And because no one else is talking about it, I feel like I'm the problem. And I feel like I'm going to get a load of comments in the comments down below being like, you're just moaning, you just complain, and you whine about nothing. And that's the thing, is like, I'm doing that because I want the game to be better for all of us. Literally, Jason Blundell said to me at the review event for Black Ops 4, I was like, hey Jason, I ask you this every time I see you, what's the best way to communicate feedback about this game? What's the best way to talk about bug fixes and to talk about all those sorts of things? And he said, as he always says, make a video. Like, I'm not going to ask you to like, send me a secret email or something like that. No, none of that. Make a video about it and talk about it. So, Jason, that's what I'm doing. You've got some seriously big problems with your product right now. Please fix. My patience is only going to go so far, and I've already seen, for a lot of my viewers, their patience has already run out, and they've moved on to Red Dead Redemption 2. They're not playing Black Ops 4 anymore. They're like, the blue screens and the bugs and everything else just makes it not worth my time. So I'm going to go play Red Dead. And I sympathize with those people, and it's a shame. So yeah, that's me done. Let me know your thoughts below. If you're going to roast me, please don't roast me too hard, but I just think this is ridiculous. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.